You know, your Ring of Honor run is one that people still talk about. There are a lot of the people who have problems with you that always point to your Ring of Honor run. I don't know if that's the answer to this, but you talking about Ring of Honor made me think of this, and this question was right here on Twitter. Using the hashtag CornyDriveThru from Cravo, or Cravo, don't know for sure. Hey, Jim.
Is there a Drava over the A?
There is not. Hey, Jim, what would be your biggest regret in your career?
Oh, God, besides not fucking just taking a fucking stick and coming up behind Russo?
Yes, and thank you for saying that in a YouTube-appropriate way.
Okay, yeah, because you've mentioned before in the past when I talk about brains turning to jelly and things, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mention any brain, animal, vegetable, mineral brains, fake brains, brains in movies. I don't know. But anyway,
biggest regret.
Well, I could not sticking out WCW.
Not for the sticking out?
Well, not sticking it out where me and Bobby and Stan could have all left together, but then maybe they still would have kept Bobby. But it was kind of me getting mad that caused us to break up 6 months early when I got mad at fucking Ole.
And who knows what happens, because if you stick it out, Dusty's back, and maybe he could sweet talk you a little bit.
Yeah, but Herd was still there, and I was already looking forward to Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I just wanted all three of us to go. You know, wasting some time, to be honest, with Ring of Honor. That was a year and a half that I spent trying to fucking get that thing done. And then, you know, to basically be blistered and ostracized by everybody for, oh shit, Cornette fucking wrecked Ring of Honor when I saved Ring of Honor. And it was out of business unless I came there, which has been fucking validated, and the story's told by everybody from Kerry Silken on down. But also that I believed that Sinclair was going to do what we had pitched them to do when they bought the company. And that wasn't the case. They bought it and then, well, let's see how cheap we can be for as long as we can be. My thought was they were going to buy the equipment, the TV equipment, the world-class website, which was the key to the whole thing, these internet pay-per-views. And imagine that, everybody being able to send us money around the world and watch our shows from everywhere around the world. It's worked out good 10 years later. But you know, we ended up with Greg the Office Boy and his fucking college friends website and stuck with Go Fight Live and all that shit. And I think if I had it to do over again, I would have just probably fucking stayed home and rested. I thought it was going to go farther, quicker. It did not. But to take all the fucking heat from fucking, and part of it I didn't mind, because the part that was the old Ring of Honor fans that actually thought when Jack Evans was there, that was the golden era of Ring of Honor, when all the guys in the fucking company were 140 pounds, 17 years old, and just doing every move they knew. I didn't care what those fans thought, because they were going to be pissed off that they weren't in a private club anymore, that this thing was out on television now where everybody could get a good taste of it. But being hamstrung by Joe Koff telling me, well, don't go out and fucking tell everybody that Go Fight Live fucked this thing up, because we still might want to deal with them. Why? Or don't go out and apologize for this or that we fucked up. Go out and tell them they're lucky they got it for fucking as little money as they did. And all that shit. That's when a lot of the newer fans, when I'd been saying, oh, this is going to be so great, they're like, well, fuck, apparently it's not. Cornette, you're nuts. So that I probably took a few years off that in 2 years, just a 2-year period, trying to get Ring of Honor and Sinclair Broadcasting and the wrestling business and everybody all together on the same page. I had my first ever treadmill heart stress test. I was having chest pains. I was goddamn back up to 250 fucking pounds. So as I look back now and how much happier I've been since that was over with, I might have fucking dodged that 2 or 3 year period there. But other great regrets.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shit, I wish I had, got a chance to get so-and-so's, or I had a chance, when I had a chance to get so-and-so's autograph because I didn't know they were going to die later and I didn't look like a mark, stuff like that. But, as far as in the business, except for breaking up the Midnight Express and, did I regret Smoky Mountain Wrestling? Didn't go? Yes, I would have stayed there forever because it was regional territorial wrestling. But it would have cost me a lot of money because if we were just making a decent profit, I would have never left there and turned down everything else I've done since then, where I made a whole lot more money. So there's positive and negatives to be said about everything. What were you going to say?
Any regrets when not holding on a little bit longer with Smoky Mountain Wrestling?
No, we talked about that. I was fucking burnt, and a year would have been a long fucking time. And wrestling was still going to get a tad bit worse before it got any better. So probably not that. I wish I'd have started it about 3 years later. Then we'd all be farting through silk. But no, not really.
All right.
I wish I hadn't had to, but I wasn't unhappy when I did.
Any promos you regret?
Only ones that I go back and look at and say, oh, shit, I could have done that better, or boy, why didn't I say such and such? But I'm never like, oh, shit, even the chicken joke in the NWA, that's why I wouldn't apologize for it. Because it didn't fucking mean anything bad to anybody by it, and I wasn't sorry I said it. And I wasn't going to goddamn put up with somebody apologizing for me when they're the ones that fucking aired it. So I don't regret it. It would have been easier handled either if it was just edited out before it aired and I wouldn't have said anything, or if Liver Lip Lagana had grouped himself in that apology and phrased it more as Cornette told an old joke that a lot of the people didn't understand these days instead of made offensive comments and didn't describe what they were. But so I don't regret that line because I wasn't trying to piss anybody off. And as a matter of fact, I'll mention this. I'm still not sure if I ever see Nick Aldis again, and I'll speak to him. Just because the statement that he made after that came up, when he said, well, people's trying to say things just to be shocking, I don't think belongs here. Like, that's the thing that if I was going to say something to try to shock people, Brian, I'm there for 2 days. And I'm going to try to shock people, and that's the thing I'm going to come up with. Fucking hell. So I'm just, I'm like Jerry Jarrett. I regret some of the people I've got in the wrestling business with more than getting in the wrestling business. But now I can't remember anything else I would have said besides if it sucked or I fumfed it or didn't say something the way I wanted, that a promo that I regret doing.